Another good one. Look how fat they are. Wait, look at that.
Fish again, cast after I lost. Okay, that's something huge. That's a big one. Do not come off.
There's one. Yep.
Welcome back, everybody. Today, me and my dad are going to the Spillway with the musky in it. Right now, it's about 7 a.m. and right now it's insanely warm compared to how it has been. It's like already in the 40s, and before this, for weeks, it had been below 20 degrees every single day. And the high today is in the 60s, which is absolutely insane. So the rest of the places around here should be melting soon. That means more fishing videos. For now, this is the only open water and it's a spillway that's absolutely full of these crazy fish. So we're gonna be throwing a lot of different baits, trying to catch these because sometimes they'll eat one lure only for the full day and you gotta figure out what that one is. So it's about a 2-hour drive to get there. So we're gonna go ahead and leave, and then I'm gonna have the GoPro on my chest and on my dad's chest, so you'll see both of our POVs. Hopefully we can catch at least one of these things. I'm gonna cut to when we're at the spillway, so stay tuned. So I'm gonna start down here by the boat ramp where there's not anybody yet. Water's flowing like crazy, so there's gonna be a ton of current literally everywhere we go. Most people here, which there's a lot of them here for a weekday, but most people here are walleye fishing. So my dad's gonna try to walleye fish a little bit, but I'm gonna be targeting muskies. I've brought a underspin and the Southern Gill Metro Glide, of course, the Metro. There's a little bit of like algae in the water now, which is a little bit strange for a spillway, but current's not as strong as last time. Today's one of the first warm days we've had, though. It is currently 45 degrees, which is incredibly warm compared to how it has been. Now, there's a lot of people fishing down on the concrete, but it looks like 3/4 of them are walleye fishing. First time I've been here fishing and not had my 10 layers of deer hunting clothes on in several months, since September probably. And my reel didn't, I don't know why the cold, super cold water does that sometimes. Click the button, it doesn't stick. Yeah. No, it came off. Oh my God, it head shook. That was a fish on the deep diving, super deep diving jerkbait. That fish head shook a few times. Oh, there's the first bite of the day on the super deep diving jerkbait that I found here. I was thinking about how awesome it'd be to use one of those, the DRT police deep divers here for this musky.
Oh, I got a fish, Luke. I thought it was a rock. I don't know. Feels pretty big. I was. It was not moving. It shows it is. I don't know what it is.
It's literally, I don't know if you guys can see that. He's sitting there popping it because he thought he was snagged.
I was snagged. It's fighting different than a muskie though.
Well, it's either a 35-inch walleye or a musky, right? There's not.
Yeah.
Bite we got off. I forgot to mention, I was talking earlier, but we did forget the net. The net we bought specifically for musky fishing, we forgot because we haven't been in so long. Because it has been one. A Ned rig.
A Ned rig.
Of course, the Ned rig catches the muskies. He's throwing a Ned rig and a Kelly toe grub on like a double drop shot rig for walleye or muskie or whatever we'll eat. That's a big one. Destroy you.
Oh, sorry.
You want to grab him?
No, you can go ahead.
So here's the first fish of the day. Probably a 30-incher on the dot, I would say, which is little, but still crazy fish. He is literally barely, oh my God, you didn't have him hooked. It was just on there by pressure. There we go. First fish of the day. Those teeth are so insane. The Ned rig eater. Every fish has just got to eat a Ned rig all the time. So ridiculous. Right after I just lost that one in the jerkbait, he was literally snagged on the bottom. And here, let me show the camera the rig you're throwing real quick. His bottom hook was probably snagged on the bottom, and he caught it on this Ned rig. This is a Ned rig worm I poured, just caught a musky. Yeah, and he had, this is a curly-tailed grub that's covered in algae, but like this was on the bottom snagged, and he was popping it, and the musky came along and ate the top hook. Fish on the jerkbait. The guy on the bank is hooked up too. We were just mentioning that, and then my dad just caught one. Am I recording? I am. On the jerkbait. On the jerkbait that I found here. This is the second lure that I have found at this place and then caught a fish on it, or hooked a fish.
Oh, that's a good one. Dang.
Well. Yep. Hey, came undone. I got him. Oh my God, I just grabbed him. Could you like kneel down and point the camera to me?
Sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was probably like, what, 32, 33? Not terrible. It was videoing though, so we got the release on on my phone.
I think I did.
I'm soaked now. Last time we came, we literally didn't even get a bite over 5 hours. I literally found this lure here, guys. Oh, that's where he came off. He broke one of the hooks. Look at that. He broke that hook point off. First fish on the extra heavy Omega swim bait Leviathan rod. Have yet to catch a bass on it. Is it a muskie? You should be recording, I think. Muskie or walleye? Are you gonna keep walleye if you catch them? It's a muskie.
Oh, it's all.
I saw that. These things are so annoying. Nope. Another one. Oh, big one. No, my. That was a pretty good one, and he got off my feet. That sucks. Well, found the jerkbait here, caught a few fish on it, and now it is returning to the spillway. Sadly. Oh, never mind, got it back. Fish again, cast after I lost. The cast after I almost lost it to getting snagged. The cast after I almost lost it. And he snagged in the back. Jeez. He ate it though. Like I had him. Okay, Mr. Fish, stay there. Dave. Oh my God. That one was probably 34, 35. That fish hit it, by the way. He had it in his mouth earlier in the fight. I literally saw it in his mouth and then he spit it. That's another fish that I don't want to flip on the rocks because it's bad for him on the rocks. And if we just remember the net, I would have landed him. But I'll count that. First cast back over here on the deep diver. A gar. I have snagged a gar in the tail. Well, This is definitely not the target species. Little short nose, spotted, I don't know. Okay, stop spinning. Stop. I can't even grab this thing. Stop spinning. Stop spinning. Stop spinning. Stop it, Mr. Gar. Hey, 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 stop. Look at this thing, just squirming away. I love gar, though. People don't like these things. I think they're awesome. Stop squirming. There we go. Got him unhooked. No, stop squirming. Stop squirming. Stop it. Look at that. Look at that fish. Look how awesome these things are. They're so cool. Stop squirming. Bye, Mr. Short-Nosed Gar. Or Spotted Gar, I don't know what you are. Very cool, though. I love these things. Get going. The Mr. Squirming. Trying to unhook him, and he's just sitting there squirming. Can we get back-to-back gar? Okay, that's something huge. Right at my feet, on the crankbait. It's taking drag. This is ridiculous. Did I snag a carp or is it a muskie? We will see. Okay. I snagged another muskie. Snagged. It's a good one too. Look how fat that fish is. I mean, I snagged him in the tail, but these fish are eating the bait 100%, and don't you think they're eating it?
Yeah.
And getting snagged? Like, I mean, you snag bass all the time on crankbaits, but 33 incher. He just jumped. He literally just jumped out of my hands. I'm really throwing a 6 cents deep diving crankbait because I lost the deep diving jerkbait I was using, and I'm not trying to snag that fish, which I think he tried to eat it, of course. Like, I don't know. Every time you hear you snag one of these things. You would think you'd be catching a walleye on that. I said, I can't believe you're not catching a walleye. Yeah. Yeah. No, my God, it came off. I snagged him. It was in his tail. It was a muskie. It was a little tiny one. It was a little like 20-inch muskie, and I had him in the tail. That's a big one. Do not come off. Okay. It's in the mouth too. He ate it. He's got one hook, barely hooked. He's literally not, he's got one hook point barely in his mouth. Yeah, that's a big one too. The net would be nice. Yep. Okay. In the mouth. I finally got one in the mouth. My most catch, I've caught 4 today. It's the most I've ever caught in one day. There we go. Look at that fish. Another good one. Look how fat they are. Like, look at that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Number 4 of the day. He ate the crankbait. I've snagged 2 and caught 2 by the mouth.
Come on, kick. There you go.
I've literally caught 3 now on this. That fish hit it super hard. Like you guys saw in the first couple that I didn't really get pictures with them or anything because I would prefer to not put them on the rocks. Like that fish we just had sitting in the water. I don't really want to get them on the rocks. So if I don't get a picture, I don't care. Fishing line. Free blade bait. This is about 40-pound fluorocarbon. The lead lure blade bait.
I couldn't hear you. Oh, it was a big one. Just was right here following it. I couldn't hear you. Oh, it was a big one. Just was right here following it.
Yeah, we've done good. We've caught 6 muskie today so far.
Really?
Yeah.
I haven't caught one.
I've caught, all of ours have been, I've been throwing a deep diver, a crankbait, and they've been eating it, bouncing off the rocks. They're on the bottom. They're looking down today.
Oh,
Luke, and then Space, and then SLE, MMER.
oh, Luke Spillway?
Yep. Yep.
There you
Thank
go.
you. Good luck. It's on fishing line. I got it. It's definitely a fishing line though. I just felt it break. And I got a catfish rig. What is going on with this though? Look at this. Like, it's got like eyes on it. Look at this.
That's up to you. I don't. There's one. Yep. I would guess it's my jig.
What's it on, what do you think, on the dead ring probably? You're a leader. Snagged him.
How would I have snagged him?
Tail.
On a jig?
On the curly tail.
That makes no sense. Felt like he hit it. I was just
I saw your rod quit.
probably never gonna get it in.
Huh?
Probably won't ever get it in.
Unless the dead ring's in his mouth, like, hey, you snagged in the back.
Doesn't even make any sense. I don't know how it happened, but I think I snagged him somehow.
With the curly tail grub. And the, yeah, look.
Is that an ultralight?
It's pretty light, yeah. What is with
Blood
the
rush?
snagging?
Here, get him close. Can you get that, Jack?
I don't even know how that like happened.
I don't either.
There we go.
Thanks for the net.
No problem. I don't mean to rush or anything. Yeah, go and get your guy out of there. It's a nice one.
There we go.
Absolutely.
You know how to get him?
Yeah.
Alright. Good trick, guys.
Number what? 7?
I think. Well, if it counts if you snag them.
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Thanks, I
Thank you.
appreciate it.
No problem.
You gonna hold him or you just
You
let him
just
go?
go ahead.
Never seen a musky snag though.
Yeah. He's not in very good shape. Well,
No, he's got a, like, he had like a sore on his gill.
the first time I've ever, I was just jigging it.
Yeah, I saw
Again,
it.
have a good day, y'all.
Yep, you too.
Too.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, how do you even snag him?
Fish. That ate it. I feel him inhaled it. There's no way this one snagged. I felt. I don't know, but it doesn't. I don't like. There's no way. I literally felt him suck it in. You know what I mean? When you feel him do that, he snagged in the head.
Oh my gosh.
He ate it though, 100%. Like he ate at it and then. These fish don't make sense. I swear I felt him inhale it like a largemouth does, where you feel their mouth open like and vortex it.
Picture with him or just let
No, just let him go.